long weekend?
I slept a good chunk. I'm still
Okay.
feeling a little under the weather here, but
Yeah.
got out the Halloween decorations, booked a trip.
I need to do my Halloween. I'm not going to be here for Halloween, which is we're discussing that later, of course. But I did not do the fall Halloween decorations last year because I was gone a lot, and I'm going to be gone even more this year. And so, Haley, I've thought about a month or so just
Doing what you did last year.
staging Christmas. Maybe not fully putting it up. Just yeah, as you know, it takes me a long time. Like there's a
Yeah,
lot.
Christmas does take you a long time, a lot longer than mine. And the thing is, like my my Halloween stuff, it's pillows on the couch, the dining room table, like tablecloth, like a couple things in the middle, and my mantle, and then I have my front stoop. Like the front stoop's not
Right,
done. Like
right. I
it's
need
not rocket science.
right, right.
You even go more all out. You put stuff up in your kitchen and
Oh yeah, like I put pumpkins everywhere and gotta kind of do that. Maybe I'll do that this week. I would still enjoy it for a month.
yeah, you'll enjoy the pumpkins. The closest thing I have in my kitchen is a bowl that says "Which better have my candy."
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I might actually do that. That might be a nice. I might do that. Well, Haley, it is top of the hour. Let's get started. We have a lot of great things. Well,
Yeah.
guys, welcome. Thanks for watching. I'm Jason Poole. I'm a travel advisor with Cruise Planners, and we talk about all things travel on this show: cruises, flights. A lot of flight news today. Not only a lot of like cruise news, a little bit of hotel, but we bring it to you all. I love talking cruises, airlines. This is just the peek behind the curtain and what Haley and I typically talk to. If you're somehow new to the show and don't know Haley, introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. My name is Haley. I am the owner of Hospitality with a Flair, which is a hotel sales support company. And I have a travel blog. And, I just love talking airline stuff and whatnot with my friends. So we decided to make a show.
Love it. I love it. Well, let's dig right in. So, guys, Haley found some great Amex offer stuff. So, if you don't know, American Express has offers, and they often have deals and promotions with airlines, hotels, and you can transfer your reward points to air miles or Hilton points or Marriott points. So Amex just kind of quietly came out swinging with some of these deals, Haley.
They did. And I'm about to take advantage of one of these deals myself. So
Excellent.
for the full list, I'm going to read through these first and then talk about what I'm looking at.
Okay.
So Marriott Bonvoy, there's a 20% bonus on those. So when you transfer 1,000 Amex points, you're getting 1,200 Marriott points. 25% bonus on Aer Lingus. Almost a complete double bonus on Aero Mexico. Aeroplan's got a 15% bonus. Air France KLM has a 25% bonus. Avianca has 15%. British Airways Executive Club is 25%. 25% on Choice Hotel Choice Privileges. Hilton is over. It's for every 1,000 points. It's 2,600 Hilton Honors points. Hawaiian Airlines is 20% bonus. Qantas has a slight bonus, and Virgin Atlantic has a 30% bonus. And that doesn't also include the additional offers you can add to your card for like if you spend 200, get 50 off.
Right,
Either.
right. Yeah. So, guys, some great. If you're sitting on a stack of Amex membership reward points, now could be a decent time to transfer those to a partner airline or a partner like a hotel chain, and get some free travel.
And I tell you what, I'm looking at doing with mine is Olivia wants to go to Greece for her birthday next year, and with the calendar search feature on Air France, since they're a Sky Team member,
Mhm.
I'm going to be able to book at least one of the ways business from JFK over to Athens for about
Cool.
42,000 points per person for business class. And that is like,
I've done that flight. I've done that flight twice. Luckily, I was business both times. It's a long flight. It's a long
it's
flight.
long. And if you guys go look at Delta, like round trip Delta 1 can cost you like 400,000 miles. And to get at least one of the legs for 42,000, like that, it's insane. It's insanity.
It's really insane. Now, Haley, where does someone find these Amex deals or transfers?
Yeah, so you have to be logged into your portal. You have to go to your rewards, then look at transfer partners.
Awesome. And guys, if you don't know this, when you do the transfer, it is near instant for most companies. Some take a little longer. I think you said Hilton.
Marriott takes a little longer.
Marriott takes a little longer, but like the airlines typically, I know at least with Delta, it's near instant. Near instant.
It is 100%.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of airlines, Southwest did something a little different. So if you don't know, Southwest is somewhat unique in the airline industry, and that you don't pick your seat to fly. So it's open seating. You board the plane, find an open seat, take the open seat. Of course, they allow children, people with wheelchairs, whatnot, need extra assistance to go first. But you board the plane based on a boarding order. It's like A 1 through 60, B 1 through 60, C 1 through 60. And you can pay a small fee to have them check you in right when check-in starts, and it helps your chances. Well, Southwest did something I never really thought they would do, but they are now allowing you to pay $30 per flight, and it will give you an assignment A1 to A15. So basically, you'll be in that first 15 or so people who get to board the plane. Now, Haley, I assume they're only going to sell it to 10 to 15 people, because you automatically get A1 through 15 if you purchase their business tickets.
Yeah, I feel like there can only be a few of these
Right.
left. Because you have those and they're, I think they do something like that for their credit card holders.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know how you're going to, $30 is not that much money to get an A1 through A15. So I'll be curious to see, what if 30 people?
They have a lot of, families too that travel, and you're talking 30 times 4 or 5 people.
That's true. That is true. That is very true. And if you're in the A group, you're pretty much going to get whatever seat you want. And
even early B, if I remember correctly, like if you even got a B3, like you're still kind of.
And when I have flown Southwest, especially if I'm flying by myself, there's lots of single seats. Lots of, I had to book a last minute flight last year, and I flew Southwest, and I got row 1. Like, it was an aisle, but it was all just like couples. I just got an aisle seat by myself. So keep an eye for Southwest. It'll be interesting. I wonder if this is a slow march to picking your own seat, but we will see. So,
picking.
So Delta and United are picketing. Now, let's be clear. They're not on strike. And these were off-duty pilots. We remember in the 80s when Reagan fired all of the flight attendants, which that's a little different. The flight attendants were federal employees. Pilots or employees of the airlines. So this is not a strike.
Air traffic controllers?
Air traffic controllers. I'm sorry, air traffic controllers. Yeah. But they are hired by the government. So the pilots are doing an informational picket of off-duty pilots. And basically they're just saying it's time for new contracts. They're working more hours than they've ever worked before. I keep reading articles about pilots just saying, this is unsustainable. I've never worked this much. I'm never home. You're asking me to work on my days off. Like, I'm in random cities all the time when I was promised to be home more often when I got hired. So it's still a mess in the airline world.
Mhm.
Mess. And we talked about this, I think last week when you weren't here. Maybe I think it was last week. The government, Secretary Buttigieg of Transportation, is saying, guys, either fix this problem or we're going to fix it for you. So I mean, look,
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean, hospitality is in a whole umbrella is still floundering
right,
very deeply. Like even, like in my realm in the hotel world, you're seeing like the job ads go from, I search the job ads to help people look for sales manager DOS roles. You're starting to see it become area or regional. They're trying to put one person over multiple hotels because they're having such a hard time filling them each individually. So it's a very toxic work pattern
yep,
because even on property before, I've had to spread myself between three hotels, and it's a lot on property, let alone remotely as well.
right. So I mean, we've said it a million times. Give yourself some extra time if you have to be somewhere. So extra time. All right,
And some
we'll keep
travel insurance.
the travel insurance and travel insurance. Well, keeping with the we were talking about Marriott earlier. This is an interesting hack. So buried deep in the Marriott terms and service, you were allowed to ask for a resort fee credit if the resort fee includes a perk that you are already getting with your status. Am I explaining this correctly, Haley? Hotel
Yeah.
guru? Okay. So, for example, if you're a member of Marriott Bonvoy, you get free Wi Fi, complimentary Wi Fi. But there are some properties where the resort fee includes the Wi Fi. So you're able to go ask for a credit for the Wi Fi. A lot of front desks don't know this, but you can show them in their terms and agreements where it is. And there's been many reports the front desk person just waives the resort fee. Now, our hotel queen, what do you think about this? Like, should we
I
start asking
guarantee
for
if
resort?
I would because working in the industry, I don't like them either. Because it also results in a lot of complaints. Like I've been that front desk agent that's listened to that
Right.
complaint. So I think it's a great idea to ask for, and I can almost guarantee, especially like we said, that in the state of the industry right now, nobody's being trained on that.
Right.
Like these front desk agents will take one training course on their loyalty program, and there's always so many changes and whatnot. So I mean, ask for it. If you can show it,
Right.
ask for it.
Especially if they haven't been trained on it, right? They might just see that in the terms and agreement and just maybe just like give you a credit for the resort fee. Like you, I'm not a big resort fee fan. Not a fan at all. I just
Just make your rate the rate.
make your rate the rate. All right. Well, guys, Haley and I have talked a lot about this. Are we going to the ITA?
I definitely missed the ITA slide in my
No
toolbox.
worries.
And
No worries. So if you don't know, so the Italian airline, the national airline was Alitalia for many years, and they were part of the Sky Team Airline Alliance. So your Delta, KLM, Air France, all that stuff. Well, Alitalia went under. The next day, it was basically just rebooted as ITA. And so so ITA and the Italian government were looking to basically sell off the airline. And there were two major bids. One of them was a joint venture from KLM and Air France, and the other was a joint bid from MSC, the shipping cruise line company, and what was the airline, Haley?
Lufthansa.
Lufthansa. So Delta and the Air France KLM won the bid. And it was seen as the weaker bid, which is shocking they won. But a lot of analysts said the reason they won is partnering with Delta and Air France would allow them more access in the United States to spread their brand in the United States. So in the long term, they can make more money. So right now, Delta is in talks with or Delta, Air France, and KLM are in talks right now to like working on taking control of them, refolding them back into full Sky. I assume we're going to get them full Sky Team membership. But if you look at Delta.com and you see a flight with ITA, it's going to say you will not earn medallion status for this flight, which it is the bane of Haley and I's existence.
You didn't believe me that one time until you finally started looking. I'm like, it is so awful.
No. So we are hoping very soon it will be folded fully in the Sky Team and that'll go away. So Haley, we will have some more options getting to Italy. Because
there's a whole big hole in that map. Right?
There's
not enough Delta planes going, and KLM and Air France have more of that northern.
Yeah, they don't really go down to, but they didn't have
like
to.
They have the small connect, like they have the small what we would fly here to Florida.
You could do Paris to Rome on Air France on like
or Amsterdam to Rome, but who wants to do the connection if you don't have to?
No, I mean, right. So I'm excited. Because look, Delta didn't have to service as much of the Italy stuff because they had Alitalia for forever.
Yeah.
So now I'm glad that we're. It is something Haley and I have wanted for a very, very, very long time.
An early Christmas present.
I really was worried we were going to lose out on the bid, but shockingly, it went how we wanted. So. Well, that is it for the news. I think we're going to talk about, speaking of Italy, what does the rest of our 2022 look like? Haley?
We're going to look so obnoxious.
Go, Haley.
All right. So for me, I am doing my first Disney cruise in 2.5 weeks. I'm doing a weekend Halloween sailing with my daughter on the Disney Dream. So very excited to bring that back for all of you, because I've kind of sat there and wondered, it's not that we couldn't afford to go on one. I would just always look and be like, oh my god, I could go on like 2 cruises for the price of this Disney cruise. Like, absolutely. What is the big deal? So I'm anxious to see this big deal. Then next month I have to actually fly to Florida for a wedding, but we'll be doing a couple days at Disney World for their wine and food festival and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. Then early November, my company and I were going to Rome. Then I come home for 9 days, and then I'm going to Germany for a week to do some Christmas markets. And then this weekend, just over Christmas and New Year's, we booked flights to go to London. So a little busy. What's yours?
So I am doing a long weekend next month in London with a good friend of mine from Nashville. We're going there, like I said, for a long weekend. We're going to go see the ABBA concert, with the holograms and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're also going to see Dear Evan Hansen.
What? Oh my God.
It's the weekend before it closes in the West End. So I've got to go see it again in the West End. So then I'm home for a week, and then I fly to Rome. This will probably be a night or 2. I'm still looking at what I'm going to do. I'm doing the Celebrity Edge 14-night transatlantic. So we're going to Corsica, Gibraltar. I'm excited for that. We're going to Spain, lots of sea days. Bermuda, first time.
That's fun.
Yeah, more sea days. And then I'm home for 3 days. Then I fly to Florida for Cruise Planner Convention. So I'm really excited to bring you guys news from convention. And that's where we get to meet all the vendors and stuff. And then all the top agents from Cruise Planners are doing 3 nights on the Norwegian Prima. So that'll be great to go give you a firsthand look at the Prima. I'm home for a couple weeks, and then I'm doing a group cruise in December on the Celebrity Beyond to the Caribbean.
Well, then I think we're quite busy. You
You're
guys are
quite
here with us towards
I
the
know.
end of the year.
Although that ends December 18th. I'm still, people are trying to get me to do something for New Year's, but I don't know. I mean, Nashville is a lot of fun.
Being home.
Nashville's fun on New Year's. It is. Although last year I had COVID. I sat at home and did nothing. So
Little details.
yes. So Haley, you put this in our show notes, the tip of the day. Guys, full disclosure, I don't know what this is.
Okay. So I saw this tip while I was doing a scroll one night
Okay.
and was like, all right, I'm going to look at this and I'm going to try it out before, I call it a tip. It's really neat. So there's this site called Thrifty Traveler. You can sign up for Thrifty Traveler Premium. I think it was a couple bucks. Like, wasn't anything crazy. And you can tailor alerts for flights to your wanting. Like, you can search. I don't know if, Jason, you've ever been in that realm where you're like, oh, I really want to go somewhere. I don't know where I want to go, though. Like, like you kind of have a little bit of free time. You can tailor this to be, so I put in all the hub airports for mine, as well as my 3 airports up here. And then just put the flights and airlines and stuff that I was interested in. And I get targeted alerts for just rando flights for a great price. I'll show you some of them here. Oh, I got a Thrifty Premium right here. Like, one just popped up for peak season Belize from some of my search airports for $324. You slide down and it tells you which airports, which prices, which airlines.
Are you able to say like can you make it like just business class as well, or nice?
If you can search business class type. I kept mine a little loose because, I'm like, I'll meander it, but
Right.
they're searching and doing all these things for you, and I think it's kind of neat.
No.
I've liked the emails. Like, I even got one for Nashville for $194 round trip from like Buffalo or something like that.
Nice.
So it's really neat. So I encourage you guys to take a look at it.
I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Well, that was wonderful. If you are not a part of our group, it's todayintravel.live. Guys, we do this every Tuesday. While we're here, and end of the year, there might be some solo shows or shows from destinations. So, guys, thank you so much, Haley. It was wonderful as always. Time to get back to work, and
Yes.
we'll catch you next week.
All right. Bye, guys.